So, I got interrupted. I didn't know. I may have to splice that together. But anyway, by a phone call, I'll splice it together. Anyway, so went to the ER about midnight last night because my daughter actually woke me up. She said, Mom, we have to go to the ER because you sound terrible and you're scaring me. So I got up. We went about midnight-ish, and I was there. They took me in right away, even though there were a bunch of other people there. But I guess when you come in, you can't breathe. They put a priority on you. So they did me a breathing treatment, and I guess I had to stay there until my X-ray. They gave me an X-ray, and my blood results came back, and my COVID test came back. Everything was good, and so I do feel better. I do. But they also gave me 60 milligrams of prednisone, and I was kind of excited actually because I knew that the prednisone would help with the coughing, and I also knew that the prednisone will help with my pain level because I'm always in pain, and whenever I'm on prednisone, it really helps. And so I woke up this morning after coming back, and I'm still got the floaties in my eyes right now, pretty bad. Still have that tightness in your head that feels like there's a rubber band around it. The coughing is pretty much subsided, and the wheezing is mm-hmm. I'll say 80% better. I was breathing underwater for the last few days. That's how I sounded. At least I can take a full deep breath, which is great. Anyway, so this morning I said, you know what? Come hell or high water, I just have to get people to go and do the orders that I need done, and for one of my businesses that needs to get done, and do the paperwork and packaging up and stuff. So I came out here. I live in LA, so I came out to the water in Long Beach here, and as I'm sitting here still feeling the the floaties and the tightness, but I feel like, you know what, while I'm on this damn prednisone, maybe I could walk that pier over there. I'm in Long Beach, so I'm sitting right here, and I thought maybe I could. I've been on a cane, as a lot of you may know, since July, end of July. I just woke up one day in July and I couldn't put all my weight on my left hip. And so since July, more days than not, I have to have that cane. There are some days when I actually don't need it, and I'm actually walking pretty good, but it's almost always in the morning. As the sun starts to go down every day, I start to go down, and my walking is poor. My symptoms are just worse. And so I'm sitting here like, you know what, as long as I'm on these steroids and it's morning time and it's not too hot, because I love overcast days, let me give it a shot. And I did. I made it. It's only a 20-minute walk, 15-minute walk probably for most people, but for me, 20 minutes. And I had to make a concerted effort not to either drag my legs or walk with an awkward gait. I had to really hold my stomach in and purposely walk straight, because I have been depending on a cane for the last 7 months, and or July, August, September, October, November, December, 5 months. And just, my walk has just been crazy. I was already crooked. I already had like a tilted pelvis that made me crooked to the right. But with, coupled with the inability to actually walk, it was getting worse. My walk was just looking crazy. But anyway, I did it. I haven't been able to walk in months. Not for 20 minutes. That's weird. And mind you, 20 minutes And that included maybe 5 stops along the way. I had to walk for a while, and I wasn't stopping because of shortness of breath. My breath is cool right now. But I had to stop because my hips really hurt. And I feel, as I'm laying there in bed sometimes and I'm feeling the pain, I'm thinking, I am going to be wheelchair bound here pretty soon. I mean, I just feel like, I'm really going down. I'm going down. And I don't want that. I'm 60 years old, and I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm not really ready to be on that cane. But God knows that cane saves me many, many days. That cane belonged to my mother, who has been gone now for 9 years. And it saves me. Because there are times when I cannot put one foot in front of the other. And that's all because of the mold in my apartment. On the brighter side, my $900 shuttle bus, which is now a $3,200 shuttle bus, still under budget. I had budgeted $4,000, so we're good. My shuttle bus should be ready for me to go and get soon, and I'll hit it right at about $4,000 by the time they finish doing everything. And as I think about it, it's like, yeah, it would have been cool to find a bus that was, that had everything was ready to go, and it didn't have any mechanical issues at all. Well, the mechanical issues that this bus has, the one that I bought, are pretty minimal. And at least I'll know, that, the gas tank is good and there's no leaks, and the engine is good and the transmission is good and all those things. So they've gone through it like that with a fine-tooth comb. And so I'm excited, because as soon as they say come and get it, I'm ready to come and get it and start building it out to be mold safe. I'm thinking I'm going to do cedar, and I'm going to do the there was one of these YouTube videos that said to put UV lighting behind the framing to minimize the mold. And if any of you know anything about that, please, by all means, put something in the comments for me so I can learn how that goes. But I think that's how that says, put the UV lighting in the walls to keep it from developing mold. And then I'll also plan on putting an infrared lighting system in there so that I can get the benefit of that throughout the night, either while I'm sleeping, or put it in the bathroom area, like the where the toilet and stuff are, so I can sit there and kind of give myself an infrared treatment. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I've been tiny house crazy for years and years and years, okay? I've always wanted to do that. I actually lived 3 years in my RV, in my little camper that my family was totally against. But I loved the lifestyle. I mean, I was a truck driver for 13 years, so I like living in my truck, waking up in a new city every day and all that stuff. So, that's just a thing for me. That's what I like to do. The funny part, the difficult part about being, the baby of the family, and also a family that thinks that we should all think, act, do, like, being everything together, like we should all do the same thing. That's weird. That's just weird. It's weird. The fact that I like to go on long rides, long car trips, road trips. Like, my sister, we live in Los Angeles. We're literally 4 hours away from Las Vegas. She's never driven to Las Vegas by herself. Really? Why? Do you know all the beautiful sights you could see just taking a quick little road trip and singing songs? And oh well, that's just me. Anyway, I'm excited about my little shuttle bus. I'm excited about going on some little adventures in it. I'm excited about living in it. I'm excited about living mold free. That's the main thing. I just want to live mold free. I've never been this ill in my life. and I don't have any lifestyle habits that would suggest that I should have COPD and a 4 millimeter nodule on my right lung and a sickly look and a sickly feeling and the tightness in my head and the confusion and the brain fog, and just wake up one day and you can't walk. Come on. Come on. As someone who's never even smoked a joint or did any type of drugs whatsoever, and even when I drink, 2 drinks is my max, and I drink maybe 4 times a year, if that. Like, it's like there's nothing that would suggest that I should be ill like this. You know? It's so depressing. It's depressing. You know? It really is. My only saving grace is this car, because I can get in this car and get away from that apartment. I can get away from the threat. And in a few hours, I begin to feel better. If this were a sunny day, I'd probably feel even better than I do right now. But I happen to love overcast days, because the way my hot flashes are set up, you know, it's kind of nice to have a cool breeze. But I'm hopeful. I'm super hopeful that relief is coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's just, oh my God. This has been the worst thing ever. So while I'm on this prednisone, I'm hoping I can build up a little bit more muscle in my hips and my legs to walk on a regular basis. I haven't been able to do any effective detox because I still live there. I haven't been able to really exercise very much because I always feel so out of sorts. So for those of you who are still suffering like myself, I pray for complete and total healing and complete and total restoration of your health. And I mean that sincerely. And would you please pray for me? Because I want to get well. I want to be well. In my heart, I really, really feel like I will. I will. I just am not completely aware of how long it might take. It may take years. But I think as long as I keep my faith, which I will, God is always in control. I trust Him. I trust His timing. And I truly do believe that I will be healed. I do. I'll do my part. I'll do what I can. I'm not doing everything I can. Diet-wise, I haven't made many changes. I've been craving sugar like crazy. I must have eaten 8 candy canes last night. I mean, it's these things that just take over me sometimes. But I'm going to keep doing my part. I'm going to keep doing my part. I'm going to make some dietary changes. And I'm going to get well. And so are you. God bless you. Have a happy new year.